Hello, everyone, and welcome back to It All Starts With a Wish podcast. My name is Rachel.
And I'm Mark. I'm working on a construction joke.
Mm-hmm.
I have to hammer out the kinks because I really want to nail it.
Is it really like a joke or just like funny?
I mean,
funny,
it's a dad joke, so
yeah,
they're all kind of punny.
I'm just saying like it's more of like a statement joke than like a knock knock, who's there?
Yeah, it's not
like,
a question and answer joke, but it's still you hammer it out that way I can nail it. Get it? Construction joke.
I got it.
There's a lot of construction happening at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida, though. And that leads us to the conclusion that we want to do an update episode. I haven't done one of these in a while, but there are a lot of things happening at the Walt Disney World Resort, so we want to update you on all of the things that are happening there.
Yeah, some pretty cool concept art came out for... I guess that's not really a hot topic anymore, but...
It kind of is. So we have a closing date for the Liberty Square Tom Sawyer Island area, and that is July 7th of 2025.
It's really loud.
Good, I hope it was loud for these people.
Yikes.
Blow them out of the place. July 7th, 2025. So in about a month, a little under a month now, they will be closing officially Liberty Square, Tom Sawyer Island area, part of the park, to make way for the new Cars Land.
Is that going to include Haunted Mansion, or is there going to be a way to get to...
As far as
like
I know,
Mansion?
the traditional Liberty Square area will still be open. Hall of Presidents, the restaurant. Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank?
Liberty Tree Tavern?
Liberty Tree Tavern, thank you. Don't look at me disdainfully, woman.
Sorry.
Just answer the question. Liberty Tree Tavern.
What does that sound like earlier?
All of that will be open. You want to throw hands right now?
Kinda.
All of that will still be open. Specifically, though, the Liberty Belle, so the boat that makes its way around Tom Sawyer Island of the park, will be closing. In conjunction with this, we did get some new concept art.
We did.
For the new Cars Land area. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm just saying, thank goodness that they kept the water features, because people were really going to be upset if there were absolutely no water features in this land ever again. And there is.
There is.
So there you go. The people who are upset about losing the water view, there will still be a river.
There will.
Type thing, and like a waterfall type thing.
The basic theme of this land that they're introducing in between Liberty Square and Frontierland is the idea of national parks, which I think is kind of cool. They introduced the new National Park Ranger vehicle in the Cars world that's going to oversee this new national park area. It's going to be like Great West, expansive like views, like your big Western national parks kind of theme, with a Cars flair to it. So there'll be geysers. There's going to be mountains covered in snow. There's going to be rivers. There's going to be all the big things that you would expect to see. All the great things, that we protect in our national parks. Only the best, because we're America.
Really? Really?
Yes, really.
Okay. I'm just glad they kept it somewhat not just desert themed.
Even our Cars parks are the best in the world.
Can you not?
They're just the best. Never had any better. Because we're America. So we got the best.
We keep politics out of this.
We do.
Yeah, so stop.
I'm not bringing politics into it. I'm just citing a political figure. That doesn't mean I'm bringing politics into it.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not saying he sucks. I'm just saying he's there. And how he talks. That's how he talks objectively. Like, I'm not pointing out anything that nobody doesn't know.
But yes, it is.
It's a big, beautiful bill. I can't. Anyways, it's going to be a big...
You just think you're hilarious.
Beautiful. I think the people think I'm pretty funny, too. It's going to be a big, beautiful national park cars themed area. And it does look like in the concept art that they're going to do a great job of transitioning between the lands. Like, you're going to start by Thunder Mountain, and as you make your way in, slowly but surely, the big buttes. Gentlemen, you will race around Willie's Butte. Back again.
We're well versed in all 3 Cars movies right now.
Is really into cars, so we've watched it a lot, and there's something about Willie's Butte that gets me every time. Anyways, they're going to transition to like hubcaps and like things that look more like Cars Worldy-esque. Like if you ever looked in the background of any of the Cars movies, when he is in Radiator Springs in Ornament Valley, like you can see like the mountains in the background look like car shapes.
Yeah.
So like it's going to transition from that non-Cars like Thunder Mountain pretty seamlessly into a Cars-like world. There's going to be a really cool new ride with a new ride system in it. Very excited for this. It's going to be a trackless, it looks like. Almost like test track-like ride, but it's going to be trackless like a Ratatouille. So this is a new like system that they're trying. Very exciting. A lot of times when you get new rides, right, like even Ratatouille was not a truly new ride.
Right.
It existed somewhere else, in a Disney park somewhere else, and they just brought it here.
This is new.
Unique to Walt Disney World Resort, which is going to be really cool.
I do think we need more of those.
I'm very excited about this.
I mean, like, we do have a lot of those, but not in newer sense. Like, we have the ones that are unique to Walt Disney World, but all the new ones, I feel like Tron is one of them, Ratatouille is one of them. We've all just, they've started somewhere else, they did great, and then they brought it here.
Yeah.
So, it's not a copy and paste.
No, but there's some that have been recent that have been brand new. Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's nice to see another one that's
Mickey and Minnie's
brand new.
Runaway Railway. There have been examples of this recently.
I understand.
But
I'm just glad to see new stuff.
Yes. I agree. And it should be really cool. All of these people... Can I get on my soapbox for a second here?
Sure.
I don't care if I can or I can't. I'm going to, because guess what? This is a podcast. And you know what podcasts are really good at?
What?
Men saying whatever they want. You ever notice that about podcasts? Like, I feel like it's a way for, like, men who cannot express themselves any other way. They just talk.
You think more men do it than women?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yes, like, every man thinks that they can have a podcast. And, like, objectively, this is not true. Like, they think that everything that they have to say is important. And so they just spew nonsense. Like, they think they're Joe Rogan. And even he spews
I guess it all stems from like radio shows.
But like,
no.
Listen, from one male to the rest of the males who have podcasts, you probably don't have anything important to say. So just get over yourself and move on with your life. That's all I'm gonna say here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Maybe some do.
Maybe some do. Most don't. But anyways, in that great tradition, I'm going to get on my soapbox.
Okay. Ready?
These people.
Who's these people?
The traditionalists. Okay? The people who are like the purists, who are like, how dare you take away my Liberty Bell? How dare you take away the Liberty Bell?
There are quite a few people out there like that.
Folks, most people don't care about the Liberty. I hate to break it to you. Like, a Disney traditionalist...
Really? They just don't like change. That's what it is.
A Disney traditionalist and purist at heart. To all of you, I'm going to lay in on a little secret. Most people who visit Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom, don't care about the Liberty Bell.
Or even know it's there.
They see a big boat, they hear the little toot toot, and that's about all that they get out of that experience.
I don't even think they know that they can go on it.
Disney is in a constant state of becoming, as Walt intended. When people, great example, when people were crying because they were going to add Avatar to Animal Kingdom, and they're like, I have no idea, how are they going to put in a foreign planet with blue aliens and floating planets and make it fit in Animal Kingdom? It just doesn't work. These are the same people who like think that like having extinct dinosaurs in a park about animals that live today works anyways. But that aside, right?
That's because it was always like that.
Shh. Anyways, they're like, put in. How are they going to do this? How are they going to put in this?
Well, they did it.
Oh, by gosh, by golly, folks. It's pretty gosh darn seamless, is it not? And it fits pretty gosh darn well into Animal Kingdom. And I bet you all those people that were, wah, don't destroy Animal Kingdom, wah, don't put in Avatar, love freaking Avatar. Okay?
Probably.
Most of them, I can guarantee almost all of them do. Give it a chance, folks. The Imagineers are very good at making things work. And if their concept art is any indication, I think this is going to blend seamlessly. I will use the word seamless. I'm told that things will be seamless a lot of times at work. It's never seamless. But you know what? In a Walt Disney World theme park, gosh darn it, it usually is seamless. They do a very good job of it. All of these people who are whining and crying, you know what? How about we all take a deep breath? Take a deep breath. Sit in your little calm corner for a second. And let's see what they do. And I bet you, before you know it, people aren't even going to be upset that the Liberty Bell is gone. And they're going to be very happy with what they see added to the Walt Disney World Resort in the Magic Kingdom. Because it'll make it better.
Are you coming down off of the soapbox now?
Maybe.
Oh. No, I agree that they have to wait, but I think it's just that initial reaction that people have, and that's fine.
No, it's not
fine. That they don't want change necessarily.
It is not fine. Because people...
You can still be upset about it, but say, okay, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's okay to... They're losing the nostalgia.
But they're not.
Well, if
they're not tearing the whole park down. No,
but if that part of the
they're just changing a specific part that, frankly, nobody else besides true, like, traditional Disney fans cares about. When was the last time we went to Tom Sawyer Island?
I understand.
When was the last time?
I don't know.
When was the last time that most of these people are complaining about them getting rid of Tom Sawyer Island actually visited Tom Sawyer Island?
I understand. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
There's no advocate
My goodness.
to be played.
Okay.
Let's see what they do. I'm very excited about this new Cars Land. That's the moral of the story. It will be a great addition to Magic Kingdom. I cannot wait to see it. But do note that if you're one of those people that's, they're getting rid of Tom Sawyer's Island, July 7th, 2025 will be your last time to visit.
It's coming up soon.
In a month. Get there soon. Other big updates. Muppet Vision in Muppet Courtyard has officially been blocked off. To make way for
the amount of people that were like waiting
Monstropolis
to get into like the last showing was like ridiculous to me.
People do like the Muppets, and I think that the right choice that was made by Disney is that they're not truly getting rid of the Muppets in Hollywood Studios. They're just moving them to a different part of the park.
Right.
They're going to take over Rock and Roller Coaster, a ride that's a problem for them with like the royalties and all that kind of stuff as it is. So they're going to transition it over, and I think that that is a win-win for everybody. because now we are going to get the ride that we've always deserved.
Like the Muppets deserved?
No.
Oh.
Ride that we deserved with Monsters, Inc. in the doors.
Oh.
This thing, folks, have you seen some of the videos for this? You got to watch some of the videos. You can look them up on YouTube. This ride is going to be insane, and I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, no, this is something that Hollywood Studios isn't just good for Hollywood Studios. It needed it. It needed it. I know there's Star Wars Land and like those have cool track systems and all of that stuff, but Hollywood Studios really depended on its thrill and that kind of thing only on 2 rides. And it needed something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this was a really good move, and it will be a great addition to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. Cannot wait to see it come to reality. No official opening dates on Monstropolis just yet, but the work will probably be beginning soon now with the official closure of Muppets Courtyard. Again, nothing against Muppets Courtyard, but again, an underutilized part of the park, and now we're going to improve it for, I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. I mean, obviously at one point when the Muppets were bigger or just more relevant, people probably used it more over there, but then it just fizzles out. So when something fizzles out, then new generations kind of come in, and at least they're not going away completely, like you said.
No, yeah.
They'll still
I think
be
the
there.
Muppets are too much of a cult classic to truly get rid of them.
Yeah.
Too many people, myself included, love the Muppets. So you can't truly get rid of them.
Yeah, you can.
We're just repurposing. Excuse me? Do you want to say that again?
Yes, you can.
Say it to my face, woman.
You can get rid of them.
You heard it here, folks.
It's fine. I don't really.
If you want to send her hate mail, you can send her hate mail for that. I'm totally fine.
Don't be ridiculous.
Also coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, now opened, is Disney Villain is a Disney villain show called Unfairly Ever After.
Yeah.
So if you cannot wait for the Villains Land to open in Magic Kingdom, folks, this is your little
taste
of the Disney villains. What is the obsession with the villains? Like, this is a newer thing within like the last 15 to 20 years, but like there's something about the villains that have become an obsessive thing with people.
I don't know.
They are the villains.
Some of them are cool, though.
They're the bad guys, though.
But Maleficent turns into a dragon.
Okay, cool. I don't care. She's still...
So, like, out of bad guys, that's
She
pretty
has
cool.
a fit because she didn't get invited to a baby's birthday party. Like... Can we be serious?
Just saying.
You know?
People are into the villain origin stories.
What is
and
the
why
obsession?
they became who they are. And
yeah, but I don't know if I buy half of these origin stories. It's an attempt to make us feel bad for the bad guys. You know what? I don't know if I appreciate that.
I don't feel bad for all the bad guys.
For the bad guys? Maybe they're just rotten people.
Maybe
Cruella de Vil was just a rotten person and liked to kill Dalmatians. And you know what? Somebody who likes to kill Dalmatians, I don't care what her reason is for it. It sounds like a pretty rotten person to me.
I didn't actually see that movie.
I didn't either. I don't know what the backstory's supposed to be. But you know what? I don't care. That's the moral of the story. A villain is a villain. They're the bad guy. We're not supposed to root for the bad guys. But now everybody loves to root for the bad guy.
Yeah, I don't really know how that started.
I don't either. I think it's a bigger... like indication of our society, if you will.
Oh no. How did I know that this would go down this road?
Like, I think this tells us something about ourselves, that people root for the bad guys. Like, I think that indicates to us where humanity as a whole has gone. That now we're not rooting for the hero, but we're like, I really like the bad guy.
Well, I feel like it's also the fact that fantasy is fantasy, but it's also, like, the good guys in some of the classic films aren't, like, realistic. like Snow White is. It's like perfect little, like that's not realistic.
It's what we aspire to.
No, someone like Moana. Realistic. Or even Anna and Elsa. A little more realistic.
Someday my prince will
But I do think, I mean, it does change with generations in the societal norms, I guess, what
of course
we're
it
watching.
Does. I'm just saying that I think it indicates to us, it tells us something about ourselves. When you're rooting for the villain, that tells you something about ourselves. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if you asked me who my favorite villain was, I would say Maleficent. And if you said why, and I said it would just be her colors, the green, purple, and black, and she turned into a dragon. That's literally the only reason. We're gonna pick Scar, just the bitter Uncle Lion. Like that's so lame. That's so lame.
I like
that's
the
a
bitter
lame
Uncle
villain.
Lion.
No, that's lame. You don't have a favorite villain?
William Shakespeare would differ with you because the trope of the Lion King is a trope of William Shakespeare.
Compared to a
greatest
green and purple dragon who breathes green fire, that looks pretty lame.
The hyenas like marching in front of him and like the be prepared like sequence is pretty freaking scary and dramatic.
Nah.
Yeah, it is. I disagree. I think Scar is pretty intimidating. I wouldn't want to
So
mess
who
with
is
Scar.
your favorite villain?
I don't have a favorite villain because I don't root for the bad guy. I root for the good guy.
I just said I'm not rooting for her. She's just my favorite because to me she's the coolest. So who's like the coolest bad guy to you? You don't have to root for them in order to think like they're the best one. Like
they're all bad, so I don't root for them, and I don't think that bad people are cool.
That is just the lamest answer ever.
You can say whatever you want.
If you had to pick.
I don't have to pick. No, I'm not going to.
Why?
Because I don't have to pick.
Now you're just being stubborn.
I'm not being stubborn. I don't pick villains. That's all I'm saying. Also, in Hollywood studios, a lot of news in Hollywood studios worth noting. The Little Mermaid musical adventure reopened.
It did.
This is something that has been shuttered since COVID.
Yeah.
And now it is reopened. So another thing for you to do, another stage show for you to experience while you're at the Hollywood studios.
And an inside thing for the summer.
Yes.
So that's
I'm
nice.
very surprised about this. I did not think that this was going to survive. I thought this was on the chopping block and that it was going to get axed. So the fact that they brought this back, I'm stunned.
I mean, before they closed it, they just redid the whole thing, though. So...
But still, it's been 4 years, effectively, that this has been shot. Maybe more.
I know, I just feel like it just hasn't run its, like, money's worth of all the changes and updates and stuff that they did.
Then why would they not have opened this sooner? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Like, I thought that they didn't open it sooner because they were like, this is
just
done.
not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
But they never really gave any indication that they were doing that. They just never opened it.
Right. But I thought that meant that
like
they
it's
were
not
just
really
gonna
like it
close
wasn't really like that popular, I don't think. Was it like that popular?
I mean, yeah, I always thought that the theater was pretty full when you went in there. I mean, I think it gives another thing to do at Hollywood Studios. It's indoors and out of the heat.
Maybe they're just bringing it back because it's already there and they can just up and run it until they think of something else.
Perhaps. I'm just surprised, that's all I'm saying. I did not think that this was going to come back, and now it is back. So, surprising to me. If we hop on the friendship boats... toot toot, and make our way across the waters over to Epcot. There is some updates happening with Test Track. That's right. When we were there in late March, early April, they were testing the ride system. So that was pretty cool to see. Like, the cars were back on the track, and they were definitely in a testing phase.
Yeah.
No firm opening date just yet, folks, but a new marquee, a new sign has popped up at Test Track, which is pretty cool. Test Track 3.0, that is. And they have indicated that it will be reopening in late summer 2025. Late summer.
Late summer.
So we're coming up here on the first day of summer in a few weeks.
Yeah.
So I would anticipate probably an opening in September. If you're saying late summer, usually that means
Early
around
fall.
the September mark.
Yeah.
Because the first day of fall is in September. So
Yeah.
I would think they're shooting probably for around there. You may see as early as like late August, like cast member previews and other
but to,
previews for like
be
card
open,
holders,
probably
annual
September.
pass holders, and all that stuff. But probably officially opened in September. I'm very excited for this. I thought that Test Track 2.0 did not live up to the quality of the original Test Track. Like, I never felt like it was as cool as the original Test Track was. So I'm excited. I hope that they fix a lot of the problems that they had with 2.0.
Yeah.
And
I think it was a good idea. It just...
yeah, it fell flat.
Yeah.
Like, objectively, the original was cooler than
Yeah.
even though you
It
got
was
to
a cooler
design your
concept,
own car
yeah.
and all that stuff. Half the time the cars didn't even work and it didn't rate
Didn't pop
them.
up on the thing, and yeah. In theory, cool idea. Time to change it.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what Test Track 3.0 has to offer. And then, as we mentioned last week, I think the most exciting of all of the news is Disney's Starlight Parade, the new nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom. We can all sing the Hallelujah chorus that finally Disney has answered our pleas. Disney has answered our pleas to please bring back
Please.
a nighttime parade.
Pretty
So it is the
please.
quintessential Magic Kingdom experience, a nighttime parade with the fireworks. And now, finally, we will get it back. With homages to the electrical light parade, I think that this is going to be a perfect blending of the old and the new. It's going to be a tremendous experience, well worth you seeing on your next visit to the Magic Kingdom. So we're all very excited to see a nighttime parade back in the Magic Kingdom where it rightfully belongs.
No, it will definitely give new meaning to stay there later, especially with young kids.
Yeah.
Those fireworks can be hit or miss, and they're really late. This gives you something to look forward to that anyone will enjoy. Just lights. Just pretty floats and your favorite characters. So, definitely long overdue, but it's happening.
It is happening, and it's very exciting, and we cannot wait. So, lots happening at the Walt Disney World Resort. Many have conjectured that this is in response to Universal's Epic Universe. Duh.
I don't think it's that bad.
I do. I think the sightlines are bad. I think that
I really
tried-
haven't looked much into
They
it.
tried to be Disney even more than they've been in the past. I think they fell kind of short. But I'm very biased, and I do not like Universal. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are like, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. And if you think that, that's fine, but objectively, I'm right and you're wrong.
I haven't really seen any of the things. The most I've seen is like that toothless
There's some
animatronics.
cool stuff that they
Yeah.
certainly have introduced. I will not diminish that. But I don't think that, like, when you're looking at, like, a haunted, like, mansion, like, monster universe, and you can see, like, Luigi in the background, like, it just doesn't, like, I don't know. I think I missed the mark.
Yeah.
But I'm very biased, and I will admit that. But you know
It's
what,
the first
folks?
step to admitting
I have
you
a
have a problem.
podcast. Back to my earlier discussion, I have a podcast, and I can share my opinions.
Yes,
and
you can.
That's that. Anywho's, very excited to see all that is coming to the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. Much exciting stuff happening. Cannot wait to see it all come to fruition, especially that Cars Land. Very excited about that. And the nighttime parade coming to the Magic Kingdom. Anything else that you want to talk about, honey?
No, I think that was pretty much it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the major stuff?
I think so.
Cool. Well, as always, folks, you can follow us on our social media accounts. Remember, we are on YouTube now, so you can like and subscribe there. Follow us on all of your favorite podcasting apps, whatever it is. Leave us good reviews, all that kind of stuff. Share with your friends, your family, your enemies, your frenemies, whoever. Anybody who you think would be interested in listening to us talk all about Walt Disney and the portfolio of all the different places in the Walt Disney World Company that you can visit. If you have any questions or comments, we do love to hear from you. Do send us an email at startswithawish.podcast@gmail.com.
Why did you yell that?
I don't know. I felt like yelling it. I can't yell. And remember, folks, it all starts with a wish. Aw, you messed up my it all starts with a wish.
Sorry.
Aww.
Try again.
And remember, folks, it all starts with a wish. We'll see you real soon.
Bye.